everyone. Hi guys. So I am gonna start it off by saying it's Lou's birthday. It's our moderator Lou's birthday. So happy birthday. Okay. So I am 5 minutes, 10 minutes late to my own stream, and you'll laugh. I'm not going to say anything for why I'm so late. I've nearly knocked over the contents of my house. Hi everyone. Hiya. Sean, I have seen your messages, hun. I have not opened anything yet. I promise I will open all my messages and emails. I'm busy with all the funeral bits at the minute. Hi Becca. Hi Cassandra. Hi Lou. Hi Pickle. Duh. I was just gonna say, look what came. Thank you so much. Oh, we got an autofocus thing going on. Hold on. That's better. Happy Saturday, everybody. Darlene, thank you so much. This really thoughtful card came. I hope you don't mind me showing. And it's just to send a hug. And thank you so much. Oh, yay, Sky. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you to Melody, bless her. She sent it. I posted it. I'm so happy it came. And hi, Desiree. I did put it up above. So it was Desiree's birthday on the 31st. So it's a happy belated birthday from everyone on the stream. So our two mods had them. Oh my gosh, I can't keep up. Thank you so much, Darlene. Honestly, I will email you anyway later on. Yes, so we've got so many. I'm so sorry. Hi everyone. Hi Leonie. Hi Dorothy. Let me scroll up. Hi Grace. Oh, you got the swordfish sharpener. Hi Kenny. Been thinking of you, my dear. Hi Gary. Hi Heavenly and Marie. Joanne. Jane. Hey Jane. Sean, Sky, Cassandra, Natalia, Vicky, Unicorn. Hi guys. Happy Saturday, everyone. So yeah, happy birthday to our Lulu and to Desiree for the 31st. So we've got two birthday girls in the house. It's so busy in the first. So if you are watching this back and you don't want to see this bit, wait until I get onto the colouring. But that is how I wanted to start this stream. Oh, my screen's gone. There we go. We're back again in the house. So today, I also wanted to show you, I've bought this tea. If anyone's a tea person and you like a biscuit, but you can't eat a biscuit, or you just like the taste of them, Yorkshire Tea do this biscuit brew, and it tastes like tea when you drink it, but it has an aftertaste of like you've just dunked a biscuit in your tea. It's amazing. So it is so good. The aftertaste is like a digested biscuit, but the drinking of it tastes like proper Yorkshire tea. But it really just tastes like a cup of tea. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's just a tea bag. Look, let me show you. I just wanted to show this because honestly, they are amazing. So it's just your tea bag. Leave it in for, I don't know, 2 minutes. And even the smell of it is just like tea and biscuits. Yeah, I still have milk. So just like my usual cuppa, just like my usual. And our mug of the day today is Dean from, oh, I can't do it. Otherwise I'm going to, Dean. And I also want to show you, I've got a Happy Mail video coming up after the stream. So it's not yet. I'm not going to do it on the stream. Otherwise I'll be here for 2 hours and I won't do any colouring. And I will show you also in that, well, I'll show you here, but I got a new Supernatural mug, and this comes as a total surprise from somebody's sister. Robin, I do, but very rarely, only if it's a proper Costa or Starbucks coffee. But yeah, thank you so much. I love it. I love it. But I've got a Happy Mail video coming up after this. But for now, we're going to colour. Yeah, new mug. We've always got a new mug in the house, Jodie. You know me by now. Hey, Nick and Tina. Oh, okay. quite a few today. Right. I just need to grab my little cards. You know, my cards for the colours and polys, because we're using our polys. So bear with me. I will be right back in like not even a minute. Not even a minute. Okay, that was record timing. It was like a quick march because we're using polys today. Oh, I should just be locked up today, and I'll tell you why. Like, hold on, let me just fiddle with you a second. I should just be locked up in a jacket that can't touch anything because I'm the clumsiest person in the world today. Hey, Marie. Yes, pickle, that is my life. You're like with me. Says, high five, sister. High five. Yeah, new mugs, cup of tea, colouring, books, box sets, pyjamas. That is life. And I'm so happy and proud of it. I don't even care. You know, some people say, oh, it's sad. You know, it's a sad life. But when you suffer with chronic pain, what else have you got? Make the most of it. So, yay. And that's it. Okay, so let's get on. So I have written down what we left off with. Oh, hey, Shadow. I've wrote down what we used for the hair so we can continue. So I just need to grab those. So hopefully we'll do this today. Now, what my plan was, all right, Ray Ray. Exactly. You know, if someone, it's not a speech. This is just, it's kind of like a, you know, when someone passes, it makes you realize how precious, even if you suffer with stuff, how precious life is. So if you do suffer with chronic pain and your life is limited and a bit isolated, we're all like it, aren't we? Some worse than others. Make the most of these little things. I mean, for me, the biscuit brew and a cup of tea and a colouring book is the highlight of my day. And I don't even care to say that. I'm happy. I'm proud of it. So yay. Yay for us. Right. So I wrote down that on our purple bits, we used how many? One, two, three, four. That's right. So they're our purple bits. So I'm going to grab the cards. So while I do this, should we all sing? Happy birthday. No, I won't sing. I'll end up making everyone run away from the stream. I won't sing, I promise. So yeah, I know I sound upbeat, but I'm having an okay day today. So we're going to roll with the okay days. And I won't be around all week next week because of the funeral stuff. So just remember that as well. But I will be here on the following Saturday. And everything resumes as normal on the 18th. I sung to you. Yes, Robin. Exactly. I did sing to you. I had to sing to you. I can't not sing. I sing to Desiree as well, but Desiree would probably turn off the phone. No. I'm just having a better day today, Jane. You know me by now. I have my moments. Okay, 274, 272, and 199. 274 and 272. So we used the warm greys, didn't we? 272 was warm grey 3, I believe. And yeah, we used warm grey 3 and warm grey 5. And black for the hair. Okay. Remember, if there is anything for me, stick it in caps because we get a lot in the chat and it goes quite quick. That's fine. Colouring is cooling. Go with the colouring for now, but you'll have to grade the papers later. Okay, 123, 160, and 138. Okay. Things, if they're calling you, go with them. No one will know. Although you might have to go back to it later, but hey ho. Hi, Michael. Oh, of course. They really should. And I think as you get older, you realise that because, God, you think you're invincible when you're younger. You think you've got, you know, the invincibility jacket. 1, 2, 3, 160. What is 160? I'm just getting my colours. So 16. I know fuchsia is 1, 2, 3. Hold on, I'm having a moment. All right, so did I write the number? Yeah, I did. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 138. What's 138? Violet. Okay, that's out. And then 160 is manganese violet. Okay, I've got them all out then. We've got them. Hey to everyone coming in. Hi, Danny. That's okay. You eat your breakfast. What you got? I haven't. Oh, what did I have this morning? I had some crackers. Hey, Louise. Okay, that's what we need. So what I'm going to do first is do the purple, but I can't zoom you in anymore. So what I'm going to have to do is bring you down. So you're going to go for a ride for a second. You ready? Hi, Michelle. And hopefully, is it bright enough on your screens? Is it all good on your screens? As long as it's fine, and then I will continue. So yeah, we're having quite a relaxed one today. And then I'm going to follow this up with an upload. So I will be filming directly after. Is anyone in the loop? Because I am so behind. Oh, sausage, egg, hash browns. You're making my mouth water. Okay, you're back. Does anyone know, because I keep a little list here, so I've got all the streams, I've got all the colouring, Instagram colour alongs, and I've written down all the colouring channels, and then I have got here a blank page. Is anyone in the loop with Facebook events in the colouring groups? Does anyone know? If you do, don't shout them at me now. We'll do it at the end, but if you do, then great, because I'm so behind. But I keep a little list of everything in here. And I write down all the colour alongs for the month and all the hashtags on Instagram. Then I do the Facebook, then the YouTube one. Oh, if you have not seen, Becky was doing, or is doing, shall I say, a community colour along to finish a book. So if you've not, head on over. Let me quickly zoom out. I'll just quickly inform you about this before we start. So Becky over at Becky's Colour Escape is doing a project to finish everyone the Magical Jungle book. Now this is a page that I've been allocated. The hashtag is for Becky's Community Jungle with a Z, and it's by May. Now everyone's been allocated a page, but I'm sure that people can colour the pages and still message Becky with the stuff, so she can always put more in there, more entries, you know. But I think it's as long as the pages are all entered and the whole book is completed, then that's her whole thing that she wants to do. Now I think it's a good idea, and I think after the Magical Jungle it'd be a good idea for her to do another one that everyone might have. Hey Beth, good to see you. Hi Katie. So this is a good idea. It's, if you haven't already, go to Becky's Colour Escape, check out the video where she's allocating the pages for this and the whole book. Yeah, but people are just doing one page. So just check on her channel and have a look. So it's Becky's Colour Escape. It's such a good idea. Painting out the black lines, you can do that with Posca. You can also do that with a very waxy white pencil. But a Posca pen will paint out any line. Any line. So we're going to do the purples first. And the purple that we have got are, we've got them again. It's Delft Blue, which is, I know it says blue, but it's more like a violet. Like a dark mauve. Delft Blue, Manganese Violet, and then the fuchsia comes in if we want to add some pinks. We've got black to add some depth, and the wisps. And to finish off the hair, we were using 2 warm greys. We were using warm grey 3, warm grey 5. These are polychromos and black. So we're going to continue with that, and then we're going to do Neo, I think, background or watercolour background. And we've got to do these butterflies and finish this little lady off. Hey, Donna. Good to see you. Happy Saturday, everyone. Okay, so let's dive in. And as the title suggests, it's Lou's birthday. It was Desiree's birthday on the 31st. I'm going to keep mentioning it. I'm going to deafen your ears by the end of this. But yeah, it's our birthday, ladies. Ooh, but it's her birthday today. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to sharpen up my pencils. As I said, I'm going to follow this up with an upload directly after. I'm going to do this page, not use watercolour, just cut. Yeah, go for it. The thing is, watercolour is not for everyone, you know. I like the Neo basing, and it's helped me just get things started. So you could do it with pencils alone. Good one as well to look at is Amber Lee. If you've not checked out Amber Lee's channel, she is one of my all-time favourite colourists. She's amazing. She's got a channel and she's done one in here, and the combinations in that are insane. They're just incredible. She's an incredible colorist. So we're going to just go straight in. Right, I'm going to start off with our violet, and I'm going to start adding in some strokes. Is it good on your screens? Oh, she's an incredible. Okay, Sean, she's an incredible colorist. Everyone's got skills, and she's one of those that I always wish would have a channel. She's got one now. There you go, white gouache as well. Hey, colouring with D. Okay, let me stop blabbering on. So we're using, anyone that wants to know, we're using Polychromos by FABER-CASTELL. The Albrecht Dürer are the watercolour version of the polys. They're exactly the same colours, except one's water soluble, one's not. So if you're making up your colour chart, it's exactly the same colours. You don't need to swatch them out twice if you want to have any colour cards. If you're a channel and you wanted to do these, you only need to do the one because they're exactly the same colours. However, if you're doing them in your book, do them twice, because obviously you want to see how they activate with water. So if you're doing them in your little book of swatches, you've got your FABER-CASTELL polys, and then you've got your Albrecht Dürers, and you can see, you can try them with the water. These are not water soluble, these are water soluble. So you can do them twice in your charts, but I'd say do them once in your colour cards. Yeah, it's 120 in both. Yeah. Has anyone used a Spectrum or Sparkle pens? Oh, go to Jodie for that. Yes, they're great, but you need to go over twice for the maximum effect. But anything for Sparkle, ask Pickle. Okay, so I'm going to start layering in some violet. How are you all? How's your weekends been so far? I mean, some of you have not long got up because it's time zones, but for me it's 4:30, so it's one of those things that I have had half of my day, and it's quite consumed at the moment, which is understandable, but I'm doing okay today. Hi, anyone that I may have missed. I'm so ever so sorry if I've missed you. So we're just adding in violet, and I go with my strokes. I need to keep that under there. Can you still see it? Yeah. And this is to enhance the colour. Now you've got a Neo base on the hair just to give a guide of where you want your colours to go. The rest is going to be grey. We're basing it on the artist, and it's been inspired by quite a few people. So we got inspired by the artist, we got inspired by Katie, Catherine Morrison, and we just went with, you know, a few techniques and made it our own. Hey, Elizabeth. That's okay. I know you got Mini Hulk, as you call him, Mini Hulk. Hey, Stephanie. Yes, it's good to see everyone. I'm so happy to sort of wean myself back in. As I said, next week's going to be a tough week. I've covered it for why. We're going on Monday at 4, me and Vicky, to go and see Sharon in the coffin. So that's going to be hard. So that's on Monday. Tuesday I've got to go and get funeral clothes and stuff, and then Thursday is the funeral. So I won't be here till Saturday. So it's one of those weeks next week. But lo and behold, I'm feeling okay today. I'm feeling positive, and it's Lou's birthday as well. So yeah. Of course they can. Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. Honestly, today I'm feeling much more positive. Much more positive. And I'll show you quickly what Vicky sent me. Hold on. So Vicky, she dried out some of the roses that she had at the end of her life. Hold on. And she's made this. I don't know if it's going to show up on my screen. The dried rose is in the middle. So, you know, like Beauty and the Beast. Oh, let me try and, is that going to catch it? Yeah. So, you know, like you dry the rose and you put it in the middle of a vase, and then the vase is all lit up. So this is one of Sharon's roses from when she was, you know, at the end of life. And she's put it in a vase and she's made it all lit. So like it's Beauty and the Beast. It's really lovely. So she's done that and she dried it all out and kept it. It is, isn't it? I thought it was really, really lovely. So she's done that, and at the funeral there's going to be a tree and everyone's going to put hearts on it. And I've got to write my little speech for the funeral because I'm going to be speaking. But I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I need a clear head for tomorrow to write something out. It's stunning, isn't it? I thought it was lovely. So yeah, I've got to write that out tomorrow. So I need to like a clear, you know, when you just need a focus and a clear head, that's going to be tomorrow. I need a clear head. Okay, so we're going to go on to Manganese Violet, which is 160. I know, isn't it gorgeous? It's like Beauty and the Beast. That's what it was like. It was like you know, where they have the rose and then they've got all the lights around it. It's all lit up. It does look stunning, doesn't it? So she did that and I thought that was lovely. She sent me through that. Okay, so I'm going to layer in some Manganese Violet. And I just want to touch upon as well, there was a big change to YouTube. Anyone, you've probably all known about it by now. So now you can't, if you're a colouring channel and you've got below 1,000 subscribers, you are not going to be able to stream. I don't know if anyone's aware. For those that aren't aware, you won't be able to stream from a mobile device. You will be able to stream from cameras or a webcam or something attached to like an Apple Mac or something. However, you will not be able to stream from your mobile device if you weren't already aware. This rule came into effect a couple of nights ago. And what it was, and I get why they've done it, it sifts out the ones that were in the YouTube community, not in the colouring community. It sifts out YouTube in general for people who were trying to exploit things, etc. Now, it always takes a few bad eggs, or YouTube's got billions of users. It always takes a few bad eggs to ruin it for normal people. There you go, Robin. Thank you so much for letting people know about that. So if you know anything further, then let everyone know. It's so handy. Hi, Katrina, sweetheart. So if you are a colouring channel and you were planning on live streaming, or you're planning on taking your channel in that direction, you might not be able to unless you have a webcam or apps that might be compatible. Just to inform. Okay, so Delft Blue, this is changing it up a little bit now. So I'm just going to add a touch in. Now, like everything, you're going to have a few bad, well, I'm going to say there's probably a good through few 100,000 channels out there that aren't in it for right reasons. Let's face it, you've got so many channels on YouTube. It's got how many billions of users, and I think they did that so that it doesn't have exploitation of people, which you can kind of, you know, you can respect that. You can respect that. So hey Beth, and a few bad eggs always ruin it for other people, and that's life in general. And also, I haven't really been around at all, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. I'm slowly working my way through things, but I will not be around next week whatsoever on streams, in anything. Just going to add that. So if I am behind in messages and stuff, I do apologise, but you can kind of gather where I am, you know. It's just I'm not going to be around. I just don't want people to think I'm being ignorant or ignoring. Oh. Yeah, I think so, Grace. No, there wasn't a warning. Yeah. Hey, Tess. Good to see you, dear. Hold on. You don't have to get anything expensive. The webcams, they start from about £50 for a decent Logitech one, and obviously it depends on what you're looking for. Now, I can tell you as a live streamer, as long as you've got one that's an HD streaming cam, you're okay. You know, you don't need anything that's going to be a few £100 or a few $100. Something that will get you live streaming, and it's an HD, it can stream in 1080, then you're good. You don't need to worry too much. Sorry about shaking the camera there. And then I'm going to get black, and my black is just going to make sure that this is kind of pronounced a bit. So we're going to speed up with the grey because I don't want to spend forever doing the hair, so we can do all the fancy stuff and the butterflies in the background. And also in the hair we want to bring in white, so I want to really hurry my little bum up here. Well, not little, but you know what I mean. I want to hurry it up so I can put all the white in it. No, there wasn't colouring with D. There wasn't. Robin, I've put it in my save for later, your haul, or I think you've got a haul video up, am I right? So Robin here, if you're into reading books, Robin's a booktuber. So she does booktube reviews and hauls and what she's got for the month. So I really want to watch that. Hey, Becky, I was just talking about you. Was your ears burning? I was talking about your project to finish Magical Jungle, so everyone can head on over to your channel. You can put the link in for that particular stream, and it will be approved by a mod. Oh, we need to put that there because it needs to focus. There we go. No, it's still not. Hold on, guys. It's messed up. Hold on. Hey, Yerla Randy. My lighting's messed up. Hold on. I know, me too. All right, is the lighting okay? Okay. let's go into our greys. So the 2 greys and the black. 2 greys are 272, 274 and 199. So I just have to grab those. Sorry about leaning over. So it's warm greys, isn't it? 272. What's the other one? Warm grey 5. Yeah, okay. So there are 2 greys. We're using, if anyone's coming in, we're using FABER Castell Polys. Thank you, Becky. So everyone can kind of go over and get the gist of what it is, and if they want to join. As I said, I'm sure, Becky, am I right in saying, even though the pages are allocated, if the people wanted to do the pages as well, they can always email you it, and you can always add them in. You know, so you could have someone, as long as the whole book's done, isn't it? That's your whole thing, to get the community doing a book together. That's what I kind of got from it. Okay, warm grey 3. So with the warm grey 3, I didn't want to add too much. Now, this is quite a large chunk, so I'm not going to do strands with this one. I'm going to bring in some colour first and just lightly apply it in and fade out. So we've got some colour down on a page. Thank you, Louise. Oh, you get going with it. Take care, Pickle. Have a good day and enjoy your stuff. Enjoy your bits. You deserve it. I can't wait to see what you do, especially with your sparkly jelly roll pens. We're going to see even more wacky, sparkly stuff. Amber Lee's channel. Thank you. So I'll show you. Let me try and get it. Hold on. Bear with me. She's amazing. I adore Amber Lee. Hold on, guys. I'm upside down. I'm upside down. If anyone else is quicker than me, then you know. You might be there quicker than I am, because I'm just trying to find it on my end. Oh, you done it. Thank you. I was trying. I'm really not that quick. I'm trying to do this and look at that at the same time. Thank you. It's there in there. It's there in there. It's there in the chat. I think I just need to go back to bed today. I've been knocking everything over and muffling up my words, so it's one of those days. Okay, so warm grey 3. And I hope everyone enjoyed the bokeh background and the Copic hair. We're going to be doing more with markers and Copics in general. You will see my Happy Mouse stream as well after the... it's not going to be a stream live. It's going to be private uploaded, which is going to have some amazing... I've got such a great... Oh, I can't even describe it. A great set of... it's unbelievable what people have for, and I don't ask for a thing. I never have done. So to think people even think of me is just crazy. But I promise you I am fine. I say it all the time. I'm fine. I don't want anything. As long as you take away something from the channel, I'm happy. So I'm going to do that straight after. I'm going to walk the dog first and then do that. Oh, Anna, hi. Hiya. We've got our lovely Honor here as well. Okay, so we're just putting down a bit more of a base with this because I want a little bit more colour, and then we're going to come in with our other grey and our black, and we're going to do some strands. But for now, I think it's pretty good to sort of Just put more of a base going with this grey, because I'll show you the picture of the artist, what she's done. And we're going to go with that. Okay. Oh, okay. Hi, Nick. Hi, everyone. Hi, my beautiful friends. Okay. So if I show you what we were basing it on, and we also had inspiration from Katie. So this is the original from Mystic Art Mirrors. So can you see that? So she did minus the blue. Yeah, she's done greys, pinks and purples, and we're kind of going along those lines. So really, really, really inspired by that, and inspired by Katie, who did this amazing thing with her makeup, and then May with her sparkle effect. So yeah, we've got a lot of inspiration going on in this. Hi, Jennifer. Okay, so we've got 274. Now, I'm going to try as hard as I can, but it's going to be a bit difficult because it's all twisty. So I'm going to kind of go with the direction here and start to add and deepen. And build. Now, when you're building up, you can still keep a highlight, but sort of focus on where you want your highlights. As we did with the Copic hair as well, when I showed you that, we're looking at building up. Now, with Copics, I go the opposite way. I go dark to light. With, hey, Michelle, I'm doing better, thank you. How are you doing? With pencils, I usually work the other way around, and that's just because that's always worked for me. A lot of people work the opposite way to me and do dark to light. I've just found that I prefer to work with a base, and that's just my style of colouring. Now, there's no right and wrong. You go with which way that you want to, or which way works for you. I've done the hair series, which we did 10 episodes of. We have got the skin, I promise. I know I'm late with it. It's just because you know exactly what happened, and that's why I'm late. But that will be next Saturday stream, is going to be our skin series part 1. So we're going to do the Laura Rafferty's Beautiful Princess with Caribbean skin tone. So that's next Saturdays, and that's going to be part 1. And then we're going to have 5, and they're going to be 1 a week. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just add some wisps as well. And this is just adding to the wisps that we've already got. So you're building on what you've got, because it's very wispy, and we've got some black in there as well. Have I thought about creating a Patreon? No. It's like I've not got a PayPal tip jar. And the reasons why is because I just do it because it's my hobby. I don't want to set it and make it up as like a career and stuff, just personally. It's for personal to everyone else. Now, if I had 20-odd thousand subscribers and I was doing art of my own, it would be different. But me personally, I still feel like a small fish. That sounds ridiculous to say that, because I am, and I just want to keep it as my hobby and keep it as enjoyable as possible for me. And that's just me, and I don't want to offend anyone by that. That's just me personally, you know. I don't want the money, that, if I'm honest. I'm quite happy to sit and show things that I learn by just being here. That's just what I've always wanted to inspire. Hey, Amber, I was just talking about you. I was just saying how amazing you are, and I've just sent everyone over to you. Oh my gosh, girl. I was just saying, I absolutely love your colouring so much. Yes, you. So yeah, that's just my personal thing. You know, I'm not on my high horse or anything. That's just me. That's just something I've never considered it. It's not something I'm worried about. I don't feel that I want to make it. Some people have made it like a career. And that's amazing for them. And I've got nothing against it. But it's not it's my hobby. And as long as people come and are happy with the content, then I'm happy. That's all. But yeah, some people have made like a little sort of living off of it and career off of it, and that's good for them. Just not my. Everyone goes down a different path, don't they? And my path is just to be here and continue the way that things are, and hopefully they grow, and we get more people on board, and we can do more. Oh, Tess. I need another cuppa. Not coffee, though. Okay. So I'm just building up a little bit more. Now, when we come here, we're also going to add... There we go. Just add bits up. Yeah, I'll send everyone over to you, Amberly. No pressure. And Becky, no pressure. I'm like, go check her out. Yeah, your stuff, Amberly. I was looking at your coloured pages. Oh my gosh, girl. They are just incredible. And your Jade Summer girls, I couldn't choose what was my favourite. I couldn't choose if I was team blue or team red. They were both incredible. I was like, which team am I? Okay. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's another thing, you know, as well as like with channels, each channel brings something different to the table for people. And let's go with it. You know, each channel for me, I mean, you've got your staple channels who you will always go to and you would love and adore, and you can't, like, they're part of your life. Do you know what I mean? And Dee Dee's one of those for me. She has been a staple in my life for so long, and that lady just deserves everything. And I just think there's so many channels that come and they are just so important for people in what you're looking for. You've got so many different tastes, haven't we? And like Becky started this magical jungle mission, and I think it's incredible. You know, you're getting people to do things together, and then you have channels who might enable and inspire. You might have channels who do amazing colouring and you manage to do that. You have channels that watercolour. You've got channels that do flip throughs. You have channels that, oh, it's endless. It's endless. Oh, thank you, Jane. I love so many. It's so hard, and that's why I've written literally every single one down, so that I know. And I've printed off April Sarah's schedule. So if you don't know about April Sarah's schedule, do you want me to quickly show you? Oh, okay. So if you're in the ColourTube community and you live stream, April Sarah has this live streaming schedule, yeah, and it's got everyone's from Monday to Sunday. Everyone's down. Now, hold on. Then if you go to Instagram, you've got all the colour alongs that you can do. There is so much. You're never going to be lost for what to do, ever. Like, ever. There is so many things. Then you've got the colouring channels. You've got loads. And then you've got Facebook events. You've got so many things. But Instagram. You're never going to be lost. Put it that way. You're always going to have something out there for everybody's taste. Everyone's taste. You've got something out there. Oh, bless you. I'm so happy. That's fine. That for me is perfect. It's absolutely perfect when I hear that I inspired you. That I've done my job. That for me is everything. Okay, so I'm not going to zoom back in for a minute. We'll come on an outer picture, and I've just got to build up. Now, I have to bring some into the middle. Oh, and also I had a question. Can I go in any closer? With these Logitech cams, if you go in too close, it's going to pixelate, and you're going to get a pixelated screen. And if I go in way, way too close, it's going to blur. I can only go in for a certain length, you know, and then it won't have the awful picture quality. And that is with an HD cam. It's not, it's just the pixelation. You can't, unfortunately. Some people do it on their phones on uploads and it's fine, but I think on the HD cams it just kind of blurs a bit. You won't do in the future, Amberly. It's going with what you're enjoying at the time, isn't it? Okay, and then with black. So now we're going to just start to bring in. Now I'm going to have to refer to the picture in a minute. So I'm also going to just deepen up. I'm not going to do this in strands. The edging. But yeah, it's also, there's so many live streamers now. I hope, you know, not everyone can make every single one, especially in time zones. And I always say it, life first. If you can't make a stream, don't feel bad about it. Your life is first. If you watch it back, that's fine. You don't have to worry. So, and that applies, I think, to most channels. If you can't make a live stream, I don't think the streamer will mind if you miss them. There's no need to apologize. I get it quite often. I'm so sorry I missed your stream. I'm like, don't apologize ever. It's fine. You don't have to apologize to me for not coming on a stream ever. Okay. Life. Your life is first, and these things are a little bit lower in your priority list. Yeah, there's something to fit everybody's taste now. That's right, Grace. I was talking about that earlier. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit in. But that was because of violation and people, not in this community, I mean in general, like with YouTube, a lot of rules were violated and they had to up the ante with it to stop that. And it sifts out the people that weren't serious, you know? So, okay. So what we're going to do now is add in some strands. So we can bring some, don't worry about Chip, he's going to bark. Hold on. Chip, Bobby, come here. Thank you. Baby, come here. What's the matter? What are you barking at? What are you barking at, little one? Okay. So what we're also going to bring in is white Posca. Hey, Artistic Breeze. Good to see you. Hey, Chip. Chip, you little rock star. Come here. Come on. Okay. So when you're bringing in strands, you can bring in from the top and bring down. Now, because her hair is very wispy, and if we look at the original, we're not going to worry too much about fussy because we need to put all the strands in and add it all up and build it up. If you look at the original, she's got a lot of strands going on. Hold on. Yeah, she builds it up and there's a dark area. Now the dark area is under here, so let's make that a little bit deeper. Just ignore him for a minute. He's having a meltdown. People are outside playing football. Yeah, the wisps, and we're going to bring in a few of the purple as well. So you can always bring down, and don't worry about going over the skin because it would go over the skin because of the hair. And the same with all these wisps. Don't worry about those because we're going to paint over and then we're going to come in with our white and black. So don't worry too much at this stage because you still got to go over it. Take care, Sean. Have a good show for your Posca. You ordered a book. Sent me the wrong one. Oh, no. Oh, that's nice of her, though, to send the other one. Okay, so you're going to come across. So let's look at her one. She's got all these different strands going on. So don't worry about, you know, messing it up. You're not messing it up. She's got these ones coming round. She's got another one coming round. So just go with the flow. Yeah, it's nice and wispy. Yeah, that's because you really are keen for it, aren't you? So she's got like another one like that. So they really are kind of all over. Then we're going to add in our Delft blue, and then we've got to do some Neo background in, which is going to soak the page. So I don't know if I really, well, no, we'll do the butterflies first. Okay, and then the Delft blue, we're going to do the same. There we go. All right, so it really is like a wispiness. So don't be afraid to do it. And that is her hair really in this one, and we'll sort out as we go along. Do you see the wispiness with the whites? She's got all these wispy whites, and when you go up here with that, you're going to add them in as well. Okay, so let's do some butterflies. So thank you. Her butterflies are clear, and she's also got some gems going on. She's got a bit of a bokeh as well going. So you look at her background, it's quite teal-like. I think what we'll do is add an element of the purple and the teals. So I'm just thinking out loud here. With the butterflies, I will outline them in white. I want them to stand out. You're so sweet, Donna. You're so sweet. Okay, so with the butterflies, what I think we're going to do is make them pinks with a hint of yellow. Now the yellow is going to be minimal. That's my budgie. Okay, so we're going to go for light magenta. We're going to go for pink Madder Lake. And I'm going to add in some magenta. So we'll go to those three. I want a hint of a yellow in there, but quite a deep yellow. So we might go for dark cadmium. And then we need a white. And all I'm going to do with the yellow is add it into some of these little tiny bits with the pinks. So it kind of then will mix in together. Hey, Loretta, good to see you. Hi, Mel. Oh, 1 minute, I'm missing people. Hi, Shonda. Hi, Audrey. Anyone I've missed? I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to go back. Hey, guys. Good to see you. Okay, so we need dark cadmium yellow. Lou, sorry. Oh my gosh. Were you having a moment, Lou? Look at the yellow. Lou, you cracked me up. It looked like you'd done it a zero, an O. It all merged. She'd had enough that day. Hi, Darla. 1 minute. She'd done so many in a day. I think she got annoyed. 1 minute. 1 second. Okay, let's make that a W properly. Thank you so much. Okay, So then we needed magenta, pink madder lake, and light magenta. And let's get our cards. Light magenta, perfect. Magenta. We don't want crimson. Oh, I'll send you a picture after. It's all right. I've put a little, like, going up a bit. It looked like you'd done 2 zeros. Not zeros, 2 O's. You know, when by the end of the day, you're like, oh, I've had enough of these. I know how it feels. Okay, let's go for our pinks first. So we'll go for light magenta, and I have to zoom you in. All right. So you might need, do you want me to come down a little bit more? If it pixelates, tell me. Right, are you pixelated? Are you blurred? I think it has blurred a bit. So you can't go in that much. See, that's the only downside. It will pixelate like mad, as long as you can see. Can you see all right? Okay, so we've got light magenta. And I'm going to plan it first. So go from my inner part of the butterfly outwards. And I'm going to come from the top a little bit, not too much. We're not going to overcomplicate these. We're going to keep them quite uniformed, I think. Good, that's all right. Thank you. Okay, then I'm going to go for the pink madder. We're going to go inwards a little bit more. So from the light magenta, I'm adding a touch more, not too much. This I've missed. I've missed this so much. You know, just sitting, chilling, doing a colour along and talking. But I wasn't in a chatty mood. I'm going to be honest. I really wasn't. You know, to sit and chat was hard. Okay, and then magenta, I'm going to go to the edge. So don't forget, we're going to put white over that. And I'm going to bring in into the middle. So edge only. And then bring in some middle. We're going to add the yellow and then blend together. So into the very mid, and then grab your... Can you see, Lou? I've added it a little bit more. It's because it went round, that's all. Okay, and then with the cadmium yellow, we're going to add that into the middle to our magentas. So just the mid into all of that. As long as you can see. Can you see? Okay, and then go back to your original colour and just buff it in with light magenta, as Andrew would say. He tells me to buff everything in. Buff it in with that one. So just buff it in with light magenta. Hey Sue, good to see you. And dark cadmium yellow. Okay, then grab your white. Yeah, it's hard to see because it's so small amongst everything else. Grab your yellow, grab your Posca. You will take the outline out, but the background's going to be colour, so it won't matter. So this will stand out. You can go over it again, it's fine. And just add a couple in. So just taking out the black line. Grace, I think you would like this book. Okay, I will come back into my stream later at 59 minutes in and have a look. Thank you. I have to write that down. I have to timestamp that. Hold on, because I won't remember, Grace. So come to 59 mins in, and look at the book. Okay, thank you. Right, so we do the other ones. Now, the other one I'm going to do is slightly darker. I'm not going to do so many because that's smaller. We'll do the bigger one. Will have more. So this little one, we're going to go for the magenta mostly. and then we'll put the yellow in, but there's no point putting too many pinks in this one because it's tiny. The bigger one, we can add the specials. Has it gone dark again? This lighting is going to drive me bananas. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my dark cadmium yellow and add that in. And just keep adding. If you want to go lightly, then do. But I think this one, it's because it's tiny, we won't have to worry too much. That's it. Just add in. And then the tiny little body. Come back to your dark cadmium and just do him in that. Grab your white. Did I get my hex chart finished? What, my Copic? Take care, Jane. I think there's 100 exactly. I've written them down. Oh, hold on. So the ones. Oh, you know, I could not find that, Kimberly, for the life of me. I've written down the ones that I need to buy here. I could not find that colour. Take care, Shonda. I don't know what was wrong with my eyes. It was right in front of me and I couldn't find it for the life of me. I was just putting in the ones and I honestly could not find it. I was having a moment, a very, very vague moment, my brain. It really was. Okay, let's go for the light magenta. And again, I'm going to add in first that, like, the amount I want down. That's why I needed people's help to try and locate it. And it was right in front of me the whole time. I thought the Copic chart was missing it. I know. It's all in front of you and it's overwhelming and you can't use too many numbers. And you're looking at numbers, you're staring at numbers. And you still can't find it. And I was trying to add the ones in and I couldn't see it. Well, it was Y28, which is Linet Gold, I think it was. And I couldn't find it on the chart. Anyway, I had already filled it in. That's why I couldn't see it. Oh, okay. Oh, are you doing the hair today? What's the R01 again? Is that the peachy tone? It is, isn't it? Oh, hiya! How are you doing, Connie? Yeah, it's the peachy tone. I thought so. You can swap it out for another one. Yeah, I'll help you out after. Yeah, it's very pale. It's very pale. You can swap that out for now with another palish salmon tone, if you got one. Okay, we're going to come over to magenta. So I'm not going to go over the entire thing. We'll leave those pinks as they were. So we're going to come into the inner part of this and leave the middle only. Are you doing the chameleon? Hi Candice, what one? Yeah, you could swap it out for either one of those. I'd say the R02. I can't wait to see him. Which one, Candice? And hi, Candice. I'm quite what the Mysteria cards, or the cover post for the cover picture of the Fortnite thing. I'm lost. New pick of the week. Yeah. So I thought that'd be a good addition, and I asked Jen, and Jen said it was fine. So we've got a new cover competition, which goes every 2 weeks only. Not every week, every 2 weeks. And you can submit all your colour pictures that you've done recently. And you've got maximum entries of 3. I thought it was, you know, something to get everyone excited about. Okay, let's add a little bit more in. So we just go for a little bit more. Oh, yeah, happy birthday to you. I can't sing. Will YouTube take my stream down if I sing? Is it copyright to sing happy birthday? Okay, so we've got a nice little tutti fruity one. Tutti fruity. Hey, Dally. Okay, and then we need our Posca. And Desiree's. It was Desiree's birthday on the 31st. She was 21. Am I right? And it's Lou's birthday today. It's a moderator birthday. D, what these ones? These are made by Lou. These were made by Lou. So Lou made us these cards up. That's right. 21 forever. Okay, let's zoom out. And we need to do the background now, which is always the scariest part for me. Right, so we've done, if I turn it, we've done the makeup, we've done the wispy hair, we've done the little butterflies, and now it's time to do the background. So that is what we're going to do. So the shine is because of the glitter. So you can see it's got like a very glittery, from the Copic speaker. So we've got to just try and detract that so it doesn't shine too much. Is that okay? Yeah. Right, let's get the Neos out. And we're going to start building up. Now, when you're doing Neos, like we did in the beginning, this is going to be much more. So we're going to have to dry in between. And we're going to build up with the Neos. So we're going to put down to paper. So for the Neos, you're going to need paper towel, your brushes or paintbrush even, depending. I'm going to use both, I think. So I need a smaller brush. Let me get one. Let's look. We might use one of these. It's dependent on you. Oh, yours is on the full. We've got a lot of April babies. How and where do I start? They're in a container and they're all. I'll take a picture, Robin, and put it on Instagram. Remind me. This is a mini mister because if we need to mix on the board, we've got the board. So these are the things that I'm going to use as well as the Neos, obviously. The CARAN Dash Aquarel board, a mini mister to spray the colour, brushes, paper towel. That is what you need. So I'm going to grab my Neos, so bear with me, and I need some water. It's great. I love my board. All right, let's grab our Neos, guys. Let's grab them. Let's put these aside, and we're going to need our polys at the end, and we need our dryer. So NEOCOLOUR 2s. We're going to use those. Hey, Connie. Yes, you're an April girl too. Okay, we might do some little thing in the background as well. Right. So then I need my cards and the dryer. Bear with me, guys. 2 seconds. Okay, so we've got our cards there. I love using them, but they can go terribly wrong if you don't, if you're not completely comfortable. If you find yourself, you know, dithering about it, it can be quite daunting and they take time, let's face it, like any medium. Okay, we've got our dryer as well. So we need our dryer, we need our neos. This is what we got, okay? Okay, Anna. Okay, I'm back. I hope the sound doesn't go. Woo! So sorry, guys. I told you, didn't I? Me, hold on, everyone. Right, you're going to go for a bit of a ride for a second. Okay. Right, bear with me. Oh my gosh. The light fell on the, hold on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm fine. The blooming camera and the light clashed. Are we all right? Yeah, I know, I'm telling you. I am a ball. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. It was my light fell. There we go. I know. Right, we'll start again. So we need our Neos. I'm telling you, today needs to start again. The light fell on the camera and the camera went. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, ready. So our aim of this next part is to get our NeoColours onto paper, and we're going to do something like this. So the artist, I don't want it to blur. The artist has done this really cool effect, and it's very like, it's not solid. She's done it like going round like a haze. And I go with the Taurus, a ball in a china shop. That's me. You know that by now. See, it's live, so these kinds of things are going to happen because I can't edit it out. Yeah, call me Wreck It. So we're going to go kind of like that. Now, I want the teal colours, and I've got the Neo card. So if we look at the Neos, we need to start like light blue mixed in with, yeah, Wreck It should be my name. Turquoise is nice. And look, turquoise green. Call me Wreck It. That's fine. Oh my gosh. She would just quit today. Oh, honestly. Does someone want to adopt me and like help me out? All right, so we get a turquoise green, which is this one. We need turquoise blue is pretty cool as well. So let's just get them out. The jade green is pretty cool, but I don't want that one. Okay, let's get the turquoise. We need a slight deeper colour. So the cobalt blue would be a pretty good one, wouldn't it? Oh no, that one's nice. That one matches more. What do you think? Hold on, let's find these colours. Berenice, no, 1 second, everybody. Let me find the colours out. Yeah, we're going to go with them. Let's find out the Malach. How do you say that one? We're going to get some colours out and mix them, and we need some yellow. And yeah, if there's any takers who want to adopt me, I'm sure my mum wouldn't mind giving me up, because I'm seriously like a bull in a china shop. I'm so sorry, guys, about that. Okay, so I've picked out a few colours, and we're going to put some to paper first, and then we will work from the board. So we'll start off with the deep of, is it malachite? Malachite. Thank you. And then we've got cobalt blue, which we only need a hint of. We can mix on the board. We've got turquoise green, turquoise blue. And then we have a creamy colour. Sahara yellow, which is like we need that. It's all right. You can all just end up on the floor and no one would everyone would think it was my fault. I go dark to light, but sometimes I build up. But on this occasion, we're going to do dark to light. Yeah. It doesn't matter, though. Hi, April. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it doesn't matter, to be honest. Okay, so that's the Sahara yellow. So we've got these colours. And the reason I'm going to put them, I'm going to put some little bockery types with them coming in. Okay, so I'm going to go with the this one first. And the reason I'm going to go with this one first, I'm going to work it out. So we're going to work from sort of this around these areas outwards, and then we can always add. And when you add, you're coming in with your board. Okay, so you're going to zoom in. Okay, right, we ready? Because this could go horribly wrong, but I don't think it will. I think we'll be all right. Hi, Wendy. Hi, anyone that's coming in. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. So start off lightly. You can always add in the way of pressure. Right, is your screens okay? Yeah? Okay. So when I'm going to add it straight to paper, it looks like crayon in the way that you're laying down. So can you see that? It's just like crayon. You're not worrying about what it looks like, because when you add the water down, it changes it completely. So work in very light motions with dark colours, because if you put too much down, it's really hard to take away. So we're going to go outwards with this. And we're going to start it off. Now we're going to mix as well. So I'm not going to put masses of this down. And don't forget, we're going to put all our white wisps coming out. I was going to do Prismas, Robin, just because everyone's got them. Hi, Blue. But that could change. For now, the first one would definitely be Prismacolors. But that's just because people have them. But I will be doing things where I use other pencil sets, you know, because I've got them and I want to use them and I want to show how to use them. So I also want to put a Black Widow skin tone one in there as well, because they're budget friendly. Right, so we're adding the amount down. So just go with a haze to start with. I've used both and it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so can you see how much I'm putting down? Pressure is so light, and you don't need much of these. These are very, very pigmented. They are opaque, meaning that they're, you know, they're just highly pigmented. The opaque factor on them is huge. They're not see-through at all. So I'm going to add other colours in after, but we'll start off with the first. And as I said, I should put that in the middle really, shouldn't I? We're using this one. So I don't want to bring too much down. Let's go for, underneath here will be darker, so I know that I'm going to have a heavier presence in there. I'm just concentrating for a second, then I'll be back in chat. And again, underneath these gorgeous wings, we can go over with Posca at the end and add all our special effects. But for now, just go with your first lay down. Yeah, so we're just adding. So if I zoom out a minute, you can see on a larger scale where we've placed it. So we're going to come here. Over these, we're going to make these stand out as well. Move, oh, that. So add. Just go with it. Now these are supposed to be sort of see-through, so the background will be behind. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it up here. So I'm just going around that a bit as well. So, sorry, I've gone very quiet, which is unlike me. Oh my Lord. There we go. So we've added like a haze, like that. Yeah, so that's our first lay down. Now, if we look at the original, she's done the same. She's done like a haze. Can you see that? Are we kind of going along the same lines here? And what she's done is she's added like these balls of, we can do that with pencil, of like a bokeh. Now you can also do that with our white pencil, and we could do that and they last forever. So if we add it all round and add all this special effects in, we can build that up. But for now, we're just focusing on one step at a time. Right, grab your brush or grab your, I'm going to do it with my Zig. We're using blocking colour. I've seen that before. Sorry if you've already met. I'm using the block because we can fade out. Now, if you have too much on your brush, what you can do is as you come out, wipe off. Come out, wipe off. This is essential. A paper towel, a cloth, something beside you is essential. So get your brush going. You want it damp, not soaking. And now we're going to start to add. Now you will see it is so vividly bright, and you want to keep the brightness, but then you can fade it out. Yeah, so you can wipe off as you come up, and it wants that watercolor effect. So as it comes up, it will fade. Can you see that? It just fades. Yeah, these will last a lifetime. You barely need any, and when you use them, it's like you've not even used it. They are incredible. So as you come up, see, it's fading out. That's all we're going to do for now, because we've got to add the rest. Now, my paper doesn't want to be drenched, so make sure and ensure that as you wipe off, you've got you just want the least water. You want a damp brush, not a soaking brush. And you've got to work quick, because when they dry, they're quite, it will look like you've sort of done a half job. So as you come up, sort of fade it out, but don't work over the same area too much, because you're going to wet your paper too much. You see, straight away, because then what we're going to do is when we come to our board, you can add your, hold on. We're going to add our turquoise green, and then get it going. We're going to add a bit of Sahara yellow and get that going. See how they mix? Yeah. And then when you're coming up, you can fade where it meets into this next colour. It can fade together. So it really does work. And then when I do that, it's a bit wet at the moment, but can you see they'll fade out? So it's a mixture. So we'll work on this first. I don't want to, I was just showing you for the purposes of that bit. So make sure you've got this. And remember, this is malachite green. So if I do this part here, wipe off, keep going, wipe, and lift the pigment as you come up. So you can work it in circular motions. Don't overwork the area. Wait for it to dry. Come back. So we're going to do the same here. Wipe. Circular motions up. Wipe. And we're going to get this going properly. So don't forget, this is not what it's going to look like. We're working on it. This is a stage thing. Step by step, we're going to sort of focus on what we're doing. Right, so I'm going to just move that to the side a second so you're not going to get a glare. Bear with me. I'm just moving everything at the moment. I'm trying not, there we go. Is that better? Is that better? Let me know. I don't want to glare. I had to move and shuffle. Just give me a little sign. Is that all right on your screens? Because it was glaring it out for you and that's driving me nuts, because I don't want you to see like the bad. I want you to see how it looks rather than glared. Okay, so wipe off as you go along. Now in these little sections here, you've got a lot of strands going on. So try and work in them. Yeah? Okay. So just keep going, as long as it's okay on your screens, because on my end it's really hard to see for you and I want you to get the best picture on your end. But if I have a bright daylight lamp shining on it, it can sometimes glare it for you. Okay, so just keep wiping, come out. You can use this with any colours. You don't have to use this with what we're doing. Right, so if I come just quickly over to my mix here, I can quickly put that in while it's all wet and fade it outwards. And as you wipe off and you go in, you're wiping some of the pigment, but you can join it up. So don't forget, it looks different when it's dry, and we're going to get the dryer heat gun in a minute. We'll get it all to it. Yeah, it's a case of just building up. So remember, we're heading for this. We're heading for this kind of thing. So it's a case of building, and that's what we're going to do. So again, we're going to just keep going. Now the underneath, I don't want too much pigment. I want it to be quite faded out. We're going to add the bokeh bits in there as well. So just make sure that you've got that all sort of fading outwards. I want it sort of in circular motions. You can kind of make that look, you know. So if I come over to my board and pick up some pigment and just fade that outwards, can you see how that's going to end up looking? So if you come to your board and grab some of the pigment that we made with Sahara yellow and turquoise green, you can add that in. There will be a page buckle. There will be. So grab the pigment off and keep going in circular motions and make it watercolory, make it bobbly, because that's what the picture is supposed to be. Okay, ready? So we're going to come back over here and let's work from the inner side outwards. So don't worry about Chip, he's barking at everyone and anyone that goes past today. So you work quite quickly and circular motions does best. So you've got to be quite quick. I'm going to grab some pigment off my board. And don't worry, we can come with pencils as well. You can like add we're going to add pencils at the end to just smooth stuff out. So wipe off. We're going to keep going. I'm going to go to that middle bit. But just, you've got to get your own techniques with this. And there's no right and wrong. There really isn't. And we're going to add other things so that we can have a bobble coming outwards, and it's going to be a bit more. Grab some of that off my board. It's going to all sort of merge in together, but you've got to be a bit mindful that you're going to oversaturate your page. Do it in stages. This is stage 1. You know that we did our Serene and Neos and I added pencils and stuff. That's what we're going to do. So the pencils will be the extras and the Neos will do a lot of our background work for us. And just keep going. That's going to come off our page, which is fine. I'm going to grab some pigment off the board. So just keep rolling with it. Keep going with it. So we're almost there, and then we're going to go to stage 2. So be mindful of your hair. Be careful of your hair. Okay, so that's stage 1. Okay, so it is bright and vivid at the moment. Let me turn the brightness down a little bit. Hey Charlotte, how you doing? Okay, so let's turn our brightness down a touch. Oh no, that's the wrong way. Okay, so we're going to have to dry it off a little bit, and we're going to start to layering now. So make sure you've got it clamped down, and we're going to work this outwards, and you'll see the difference. So this is what we're heading towards, yeah. So she's got this behind. And we're going to add in all the special effects after, but we've got to add a touch of other colours in. We're going to add a hint of purple as well. The whole point is that it looks watercoloury, but you can't do it all in one go because you'll oversaturate your page and it just won't work. You have to do it in stages. I've missed a little bit there, but we'll come back. Okay. So I'm going to come back to my brush. Just do that little bit in there. I completely missed that. Right, next colour. Now we're going to tone it down a little bit into the turquoise blue. We're going to mix out a little bit. So you can layer up. So this is turquoise blue. And then we're going to go for a bit of Sahara yellow and a bit of turquoise green. So put them on your board. Right, and you can mix. No, it will warp. The thing is, this is not watercolor paper, so you're going to have some warping. It's inevitable. You can't stop it, unfortunately. Okay, we're going to make a mix up here. When you haven't got watercolor paper, it's going to. You need to clamp it down good and proper, because if you don't, it will warp entirely. Okay, so we're going to start to add out some from those edges, and we're going to make our own thing up now. Now you wipe off still in between, so have your tissue right next to you, and just keep going with it. We're also going to add the yellow and the purple, but we've got to just go with what our taste is. Now my taste is telling me add just in sections. I'm going to go this side with the green, that side with the yellows and purple. So I'm just going to add the amounts that I want. We've still got quite a bit to do on this background. This is stage 2. So just roll with what you want to do. Yeah, I don't mind it. Not everyone likes it. I'm the same, Candice. I quite like it. Now, unless you've got a watercolor paper book, they all do it. It's impossible to avoid. Okay, so I'm going in there with this. It's absolutely impossible to avoid. Just going to add more as we go along. Just build up to what you want. So I'm just building up and coming outwards. So we're going to add bubbles in this as well, but that's going to be with the pencils, and you've got to make sure that your page is so dry. I don't know if you can see that. It's got to be so dry. So I'm going to come in over here with this as well. Just mix in. So I mean, you're going to go with black and white over this. And we're going to do the bokeh. So this is just your background colour. I wish they were quicker. I really do. Okay. So I also want to add some in there. Sorry guys for not talking. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Okay, let's dry a little bit and then come down. Take care, Rochelle. Thanks, Marie. It's we got stages to do yet. So you got to be careful with the paper, otherwise you'll over it. So we're going to come with purples down here as well a bit. Make sure your pages are super dry. Take care, Becky. Thanks for joining, darling. I'll see you later. I'm looking forward to doing the bokeh bits on here. Okay. So we need to pick a purple out as well. So what's a good purple in our Neos, guys? Hold on. Because we've got to do the pencil and fade the background out. Okay, let's look. We don't want the purple's too purple. Mauve, lilac. Mauve, should we go for mauve? That one? Yeah, Lou, it's honestly, I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen? But I know what it should look like in a minute. But thank you, bless you. It just takes time. I've got to do the background first and build on. Okay, let's go for mauve. So the mauve and the Sahara yellow. So add it on your board. And then if you want to tone down, we're going to go for Sahara yellow because my Sahara yellow is my favourite. Yeah, those two. And we'll soften the edges out with pencils and do all of that. Thank you. I'm glad that you find it helpful. As I said, there's no right, wrong. They take time. So all this part down here, if we look at the original, we've got some purple going down one side only. And then she's faded it into bokeh and it's kind of faded out. And a white pencil will do that. So we'll get a white pencil after. Right, so we're going to get some mauve. We're going to get a little bit of that yellow and just kind of make it up and tone it down a bit like that. So if we want to go to the purple where it's just pure, we go that side. If we want to go to our mix, we come this side, yeah? So it just gives it a little bit of, just a little bit of something to work with here. Okay, so we're going to come here and I just want to add in the mix and the purple on its own. So I'm just going to build up and layer up. So it will come out. Let's just go add in and mix in. Kind of goes with a peachy tone there, doesn't it? So I want this coming slightly off the page. So we'll come down into the depth, the corner, and fade it out. And as you fade out, just drag the pigment away. So it really is just like a fade out. So when you come back to deepen that, you can just add in the mauve and just fade it out. Again, I'll dry in between. And we'll layer up. As I said, you can add pencils to this after. Hi, Claire. You can add up like as you go along, but don't peel your paper. So dry in between, and we're going to make this really, really, really representative of what the artist has done. So we're going by inspiration here. So the inspiration is this one with the background, and that's kind of what we're going for. So I haven't thought this colour palette up on my own. Okay, so we're going to come a bit more in and just plant in. It's quite watery now because you've dried. And again, water out, so blend it out. But your page has to be dry because your paper will peel, and that's what you don't want. So just plant in some Sahara yellow. Just let the magic, it all sort of goes together in the end, you know. You want it watery. So add some more mauve to your board. And I'm going to come over the other side. And again, I've got my brush quite watery. And all I'm going to do is kind of just add, fade out. It mixes into a deeper purple with this turquoise anyway. And they're supposed to look watery and like you've got a watercolour thing going on. That's the whole point in Neos. So just be very mindful of your paper and how much water that you are using in one go. That's why drying off is such an important thing, because once you dry, you can layer on top. If you go in too much, you're going to end up peeling that paper like crazy. And there might be some peeling, but there shouldn't be too much. You know, it really is. Yes, these boards are everything. Honestly, I can't live without it. If I do the Neos, I've got to have the board. So we're going to go up here with the purple, which is the mauve. Try not to hold it in one area when you're drying it. Just kind of go all over. And as I said, we're going to put the bokeh in with the white pencil as well. And make it quite watercolory. Yeah, you can use the tin as well. You can use the tin of the Neos to do all of this, but I just prefer grabbing it on the board. Okay, so we're going to go to our mix here and we're going to start to dot in as there as well. So wipe off in between and mix into your blues. You want that effect to come out. Well, I want that effect to come out. You don't have to do this background whatsoever. I'm just following what the artist has done. She's done this and I'm just following. So it's just adds and fade out. Now this kind of all leaks in, doesn't it? So we're just sort of dabbing it in and mixing it into these blues. So just so it kind of goes all together. There we go. And the Sahara yellow kind of just tones it down and gives it more of a peachy tone. Right, because the rest will be done with our pencils. So I really wanted to get what we did with this. Okay, so you can kind of see, if we go from our version, we've got to add in all these effects next. She's done that sort of going round the sketch as well. So can you see? It kind of stops, but she's kind of faded it out with a pencil, and that's what we're going to do. So the Neos are pretty much done. Just now you've got to ensure. Oh, hiya, yeah, today I'm here, but not in the wing. Now you've got to just ensure that your page is entirely dry, and the next lot we're going to do with pencils, but you're going to need a waxy pencil, waxy white. So what we're going to have to use is either a Prismacolor white or a soft, what is that, soft white in the Holbein. They're the two whites. Make sure your page is entirely dry, because now we're going to soften it all out, add the bokehs and go with that, and add all our special effects in. Takes a while, but it's a process, and I quite enjoy doing it. So the next bit will be fun. We have to take our time. Okay, is that dry? We don't want to peel the paper. So we've got to make sure these bits are, because these were the last bits that we did, weren't we? The only downside, I really wish that these were single-sided. Okay, I hope our paper doesn't peel. I still think that's wet. This paper's taking forever. Take care, Louise. Okie dokie. So you've really got to make sure your paper is bone dry. Dry as a bone. Dry, dry, dry. Sure. Right. Next. Next part, we've got to soften out our edges a bit. So we can get our polys again, and hopefully we won't have a disaster, because you never know, things could go wrong. We're experimenting. Yeah, this is the heat gun. This is so hot. Okay, so the next stage. I need a white. Now I'm going to use the whole white and soft white. You can use a Prismacolor white. So this is the soft white, which is OP501. And we're going to soften out the edges a bit. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you in one. Are you good in your screens? Okay, it's quite bright and colourful, isn't it? So on the edges, you can soften out the edges of the Neos lightly with a Prismacolor white. Just soften it out so that it's not so harsh. Oh, I'm not in your screen. So just soften out a bit. Go around the edging. You won't see that. I'm just softening it out a little. So it's not harsh. Now you're going to come with your special effects around there. So go to the parts that you feel are too harsh. So like with me, I'm coming here. Just come around the edge. Now, if you've got a stencil, I'm going to use the Helix. You need a circular stencil of some kind. And I'm just going to add a circle there. And we're going to colour that in. You get your Prisma white for this. And light layers. Just outwards. Just like a bokeh type. So just very lightly. And then I'm going to put around one there, and I'm just going to add that in and just go with it lightly. So we'll add up as we go along, soften out very lightly on the edges of each of these harsh parts. Prismacolor white works fine, it's just that I had this one handy. So just very lightly apply it. See, it really starts to. Oh, here, yeah, I did miss. I'm going to go back in it. But what I was going to do is go over as well with black and white. Yeah, I did. So if you zoom out a second, can you see how that's automatically softened a little bit? So we're just going to continue doing that. Now, with her background, she's done the same. She's softened out the edges with white wash or paint. And she's added like a special effect in with a white. So that's what we're kind of going with. Now, go lightly, because if you go heavy, you're going to end up ripping your page. Because don't forget, we've kind of abused our page. We've abused it. We've added so much water to it. We've abused it. So we're going to add, again, we'll go for a bigger one. So let's get our stencil. Let's go for a big one. And I'm going to soften that out. It's like a haze. So softly does it. Don't go harsh because you're going to end up ripping your paper. This is a Ranger heat gun. A Ranger one. Hot craft tool. You see that? It's a Ranger Heat It craft tool. That's what we used. Hey, anyone that's coming in. So soften out the edges of that circle. Don't use a blender because you'll rip your page. Just adding in. And then if you really want to, you can come over to your Posca as well and just bring in the sort of bits that you need to add in. So anywhere that you've come that you know that you're finished with, just add it in. Right, then we're going to come again with our white and soften out the edges. Just soften. You see how I'm holding my pencil and kind of on the side? Do it on the side. It's not going to take out your colour that you've just applied. It's going to keep your colour. It's just going to soften it for you, so it's not harsh. It'll keep a watercolour effect as well, which is what we're sort of heading for. Yeah, so just keep going with that. Is it okay your ends? Are you having to refresh a lot? I'm sorry if you do. It's okay my end, I think. Okay, so again, I'm going to soften down here. Just take off that harsh edge. Sorry guys, 2 seconds. Two seconds. Yeah, is it all good your end? You keep getting buffy. I'm sorry, it's YouTube. No, it's not. It doesn't show it our ends. We look like we're all okay. We're all fine. We're all okay. And then you say you get buffy, and I'm like, oh no, it's fine our end. So can you see by softening the edges, like it does make a bit of a difference. So just go with it. You need a waxy pencil. If you do this with your polychromos, your Erogitons, your Pablos, even your Artesias or Black Widows, you're going to end up ripping your paper because they're too hard and they're going to go straight through. So I'm just adding in to soften up and add like this white sort of effect in. And it really does soften up the edges. Yeah, I don't know why it does it. YouTube's been having a lot of problems recently on live streams. Okay, so we're going to go here. And we're going to add and sort of fade that out. So it's showing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, good. Good, good, good. And then we're going to go for, yeah, it's annoying for everybody when it does it. And I do apologise. And I know it can be frustrating. I really wish that I could not, you know, take it away. Okay, so we're going to get a poly, and we're going to do this so light. So light. So I'm going to pick up a violet, and you know where we've put that white one? I'm going to put on the side of it a slightly smaller circle, yeah, and very light, because if you do this heavy, you're going to break your paper. You've got to be like super careful here and soften it out. Can you see that? Kind of just mixes it in a bit. So come back to your white and add in. And then you can just go, you don't need a circle stencil for this little bit, do you? Yeah, so just add them in. They're going to start to really, like, they're going to merge now. They're going to start to merge. So come to your area where you've got no, here on the side, very lightly add with your violet. And on the edge, we haven't got waterlogged paper. So you can blend this in with the violet, and it shouldn't be a problem because your paper's not been drenched. This part is like completely untouched. So then grab your white and sort of blend in that violet. And come back to your violet. So just mix in your colours. Very lightly does it. If I showed you the pressure of my pencil, I'm like this. I'm applying like that. Yeah. That's like deep, dark. So we're going super lightly here, just to, because if you look on her page, we're going with that. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. That's okay, you look. On the edges, she's got these balls here. She's doing the same, and she's got the purple, but she's done them so faint. So it's like it kind of blends in automatically like a haze. So that's what we're doing. And then I'm going to come up this one as well and do that very lightly in the violet. And just keep applying them in fade them outwards. And as you go around the edging, what you're doing with your white is just kind of blending out that violet, so it really does sort of merge into your background. Yeah, so it's like a pale one. No, it's not. I promise you, it's not hard. I like to show you everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. So I promise you it's not hard. And by the way, guys, I forgot to say, our next giveaway that I'll be announcing is on the so you can tune in, is next Saturday the 13th. I'll announce the monthly giveaway. So if you're around, remember to come along, see what it is, if it's something you're interested in as well. And yeah. Oh, do people think you're yelling at me? That's so funny. They think, well, you can yell, it's fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, we need a turquoise, so we're going to go for, this is the polys. We're going to go for cobalt green, and we're going to go for a bigger one here. So let's go for like this size. Yeah, no, this size. We'll go for that size. And I'm going to do that on the very edge, and do it when you're putting in this circle, you can barely see it, so that when you start to apply your color in small circular motions, you can blend it in properly. So just apply that in, and don't forget the edge of each circle on this particular thing that we're doing. We're going to blend out with our white. Now you can use a Prisma white. You don't need the Holbein white. I'm just using the Holbein because it's waxy. So just blend the edge out. Come back in with your cobalt green. And then just make sure your circle is looking how you want it. Go back in with your white and make sure that you blend that edge out. So that is, it blends into your background. So we're hazing it out. I don't want it to stand out, kind of thing. Just like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I think people think that you are yelling, and you have to say it so the streamer can see you. Okay, and I'm just adding them in, and again, I'm going very light on each one. So just keep working it. Keep working it. Make sure that you're happy with your final result. And we've still got to come in with our black and our white and stuff and finish it all off, you know. So just keep working those areas. So I have to zoom out a minute, because otherwise you won't be able to see. Hey, Roslim. So you can start to see it starts to build up. Now, I'm going to bring my white and I'm going to tone down these edges a bit. So Prismacolor white you can do it with, yeah. So you need a waxy white. And you won't take away any color, you'll just tone down any parts that you're looking for. You can add a haze. You can add circles. You can pretty much add what you want. Yeah, let's hear you. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is add a couple more of these sort of circles around. You don't have to go too heavy-handed and fade outwards. Yeah, just keep adding. We want this to be fabulously like glowing. Okay, and then, oh my gosh, 3 a.m. You need to sleep. But thank you so much for joining us at 3 a.m. Bless your heart. And I think what we'll do is add the top of her unicorn horn. We're going to get a Posca. And you know, like if it was to shine, Like a little shine on the top. I don't know if you can see that, but you'll see it in the picture. It just makes it look like it's got a little twinkle on the top. Now with your hair, so you got your Posca. We're going to come fabulously out with this and make it all wispy. And then the bottom here, can you see that? We're going to make sure it's like a lace. And we're going to add the bubbles in with a Posca pen. Just rolling with what we fancy doing. Now I need a black Posca as well. Your black Posca is just going to highlight back in the bits that might have got sort of dulled down. So her stockings. There's no right and wrong with this. You can go with your picture on however you want. You can add a few more of the strands, so you can come right over. Trolls crack me up. So you just go with what you want. She's going to have very wispy hair. And then you can always reintroduce back like bits that might have got lost a little bit, like her eyelashes. But this is meant to be like her one is when it all sort of just out there. Hey Dash, I'm so sorry I didn't see you earlier. My head's been down for a while. Yeah, otherwise I can't hear you. Thank you, Katrina. Yeah, I won't be able to hear you then, will I? I'm all the way here, you're all the way over there. It's all right, you shout it out. Thank you, Dash. It's good to see you, sweet. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're okay. Okay, so what I have done, I've forgotten to add a little bit of loose edge, pointed out. So we need to get our greys. You got the power. Okay, so get my greys again. You know the greys we were using. And I've missed a little bit here. So I'm just going to introduce back with the warm grey 5. And I'm just going to make sure that it's just got enough colour in there. You don't need to fussy over this bit. Some pictures need fussy, other pictures need to be a glorious mess. And I think this is like a glorious mess, this one. I love it. Some pictures you just have to have fun with and lay everything down. Now, there is a buckle to this page. So I'm going to keep the clips on it. Keep the clips on it and weigh your paper down. And now, all I'm going to do is just deepen up around this edge with the black. Just make sure it's deep. Under the neck as well. Yeah, some pictures just, they shout to have a nice, glorious watercolour splash and mess that I love. We need like just something to be out there. See, I really like that element down here as well, where it's kind of all merged together. And then this part has kind of just gone up and done its own thing, doesn't it? What I do want to do is add a couple more of these. So I might come back in with a purple. This is where you step back and look, and we're not going to add too much more because otherwise it can overcomplicate. But this part is dry paper, so you're good, you know. You're absolutely good to do it. Oh, my tummy is telling me off. So it's just using violet. And you can add, take away, do as many as you want. What you can also do is grab Poscas and dab a little bit more of the purples and stuff in. Oh, Dash, did you lose a dog? Thank you. Take care, Grace. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Adri. Good to see you. I'm sorry, Dash. That's awful. I absolutely hate things like that. Oh no. Yes, Stacey. Neo 1s aren't water soluble. Neo 2s are. Neo 1 is a straight on crown you put down, no water. They are not. They will not move. I'm just going to reintroduce that bit. Neo 2s are water soluble, and you can play around as much as you want. So I wouldn't even get the Neo 1s because, yeah, Neo 2s do it all. That's okay. It's because I've not been around properly for the last few weeks. That's fine. As I say, light first, and then get your white and just sort of blend that outwards. Okay. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that's come out. Like, it looks, we've based it, haven't we, on the artist. So I wanted her bright and beautiful, just bright, beautiful, wonderfully messy. That is what we got. No, I mean, but it's still a shocker, isn't it? Okay, so I'm showing you like just a load of bunch of rubbish there. Okay, so we went for our interpretation of the original, and we've kind of gone for it. We've gone for the sort of background, we've gone for the color scheme, we've just added a little bit more turquoise into her by her horn, and we've added the makeup which was inspired by Katie. So if we zoom in, she hasn't got makeup on hers and we have, but we've gone for, and in her horn she hasn't got teal and we've got the teal, we've got the glitter. So we've kind of gone for our interpretation of the artist one. We are done with her. I don't want to add anything and overcomplicate her because I think it will end up being too much. I think she needs to just stop as and where she is. But as I said, everyone, what I am going to do is have a bit of a mixed up schedule for the next week. So do you want me to repeat my dates for you when I'm around? So very quickly, I'll recap. I will not be here this Tuesday or this Thursday because of the funeral. I will be here on the 13th. On the 13th, we're going to have our giveaway announcement. Then I will not be here on the 16th, and everything resumes back as normal on the 18th. Next will be on the 13th, we're going to do our skin. Our skin episode 1. Yeah, do you want me to grab the file to show you? So on the 13th, we're going to have a giveaway and we're going to start our skin. So that is our next plan. We'll do that episode 1. We've got Caribbean skin on the first episode, which I am so looking forward to. So I will not be around for the rest of the week. I will be back on the 13th. So thank you so much for joining me and having a couple of hours of fun and just playtime, really. And cheering me up, as you always do. I'm just always so blessed to be in your company. So blessed. And let's just sing it one more time. April, next week we've got a giveaway announcement. I do a monthly giveaway every month. So next week is when we're going to be doing it. Okay, so quickly before we go, should we sing happy birthday again? No, so happy birthday to our dear Lou. Hey May, and we're going. Happy birthday to our dear Lou, and our happy birthday to our Desiree for the 31st. So it's a belated birthday for Desiree, and we've got our Lou's birthday today. Thank you so much, Emily. So thank you everyone so much. Lou, you enjoy the rest of your evening. I can't wait to come and give you your birthday present. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Woohoo! Yeah, happy birthday, Lou. Oh. Okay, guys, you have a great weekend. I will see you next week. It's more like I won't see you on many people's streams this week. I won't be around. But I hope to see you all soon, even on Instagram. So lots of love, guys. Take care. Big love. Big hugs. Bye.